Okay, I'm bored. You're bored. Let's get this over with. This is part one of what Deku was a reincarnation of Akuma. In which, yes, Deku's personality is going to change quite a bit, but he's actually not going to have the memories of his past life. I'm going to try to do something different from my usual what ifs with reincarnations and such. So, let's get to it. We're going up to a newborn Izuku, which, yeah, he's not crying. The doctor got spank him. But this time, as soon as he does, his hand instantly hurts as he turns to look at Izuku, and he's glaring at him, but an intense, murderous intent just emanating from his whole body, which causes the doctor to almost drop him out of pure fear. But he slowly just gives him to Inko, who's like, "What's wrong?" I feel like I just. It feels like I almost died. Like I was seconds from death, and she's looking at Deku, who's nice and calm now, just sleeping. So she's thinking that the doctor was a little off his rocker, a little stressed over the pressure of the job. But he swears that kid possibly could have almost killed him if given the chance, and urges her to check into the court doctor to see what his power might be ahead of time. Her just saying, "Yeah, there's no need to worry about it. Let me just get some sleep, then I'll take my baby home." In which she notices that Izuku is quite intelligent as a newborn. Whenever he's hungry, he doesn't cry or anything. He just gestures towards his mouth. When he has to use his bathroom, he's using sign language. He's using simple gestures that anyone could interpret as they are. And Inko, she sees her son as a prodigy. Maybe he does have a quirk, intelligence. In which some years go by, and Deku is, let's say, 1 or 2 by now, and he has taken up an interest in martial arts. Actually, surprising Inko, considering that, I thought he would be more of a. I figured he would like books, but martial arts, novels and such, didn't expect that. In which, as soon as Deku turns 4, he's already read all the books Inko was able to get to him, as well as looked at some martial arts classes that he might enjoy. Since, he's taking an interest in them, why not enroll him? But Izuku, as soon as he does learn all they can teach him, he challenges the masters to a point where they either don't want to do it because he's a kid, or they end up being decimated. Not dying, but their pride as well as their bones are broken. Now, let's get to Izuku while he's 4. He's been diagnosed quirkless, but instead of being devastated like he would be in canon, he actually gets more determined, more willing to prove himself to be strong by fighting strong opponents, by training until he can't train anymore. Inko is surprised at this, but she is happy that her son still seems to have an unyielding determination for power. She is worried about what this could mean for him, but she doesn't really question it. When Izuku does tell everyone that, he's quirkless, this is when Bakugo does try to bully him, but thanks to those classes, Izuku is actually able to not only dodge, but attack as well, actually causing Bakugo to fall unconscious with only 2 hits being required. He took out Bago with 2 blows. Heck, he's a kid still, so yeah, not very strong. When he actually does wake Bago up by slapping him silly, he's like, "You're still too weak, Katsuki. That's no fair. You do have a quirk, don't you?" "No, this is what training gets you." "See you later, Sparkles." As he just walks away. Sparkles? As he turns to see his friends, or these soon-to-be goons, just trying their best to laugh, like, Sparkles? He called you Sparkles? He's like, shut up! Oh, that quirkless nerd just beat me so easily. Well, he said he trains himself. No. That can't be it. He must have a quirk. He must be lying to us. He must be lying to me. As Bongo, he is pissed when BCI shows up. He calls her a hag, and where she just uppercuts him, sending him blasting off again. And yeah, Deku, as the years go by, he just trains more and more, enrolling more dojos, defeating their masters, except for the ones that he seems is either not worth it or not someone he wants to fight. Because if you remember, Akuma believed in fair fights. He wouldn't fight you if you were sick or he saw you was too weak, and yeah, Izuku is holding himself back just to test out other people's abilities against his own from time to time. As far as heroes go, he does study them, but only just really see if there's any weak points that could be exploited, given that they do get backed up against a wall that they could use, if anything else. But other than that, he just sees them as a possible challenge. Give me a second. But yeah, in which he does has his sight set on actually All Might, Endeavor, and Mirako. Yeah, he sees them as proper combatants, at which if he does meet them, he is going to want to fight them. Now, let's have a time skip to in a middle school. Izuku, he's known for being strong. People have challenged him from other schools only to get decimated, while Bakugo has been training his ass off just to beat Deku once. Which Izuku does see Bakugo's progress, is somewhat impressed, but to him, Bakugo is still someone who runs their mouth more than needed. He still doesn't like that. In which, yeah, they're not friends. Bakugo sees him as a potential rival, but yeah, Deku just sees him as an annoyance. No one laughs at Deku whatsoever. They know if they laugh that they could get their asses kicked, or shoot, you get the death stare, which freezes their blood cold. As far as Sludgeville incident goes, Deku actually dispersed it quite easily, throwing a punch strong enough to cause a huge shockwave to form. When All Might shows up and sees this, whoa, kid, what's your quirk? Quirk? Oh, that? No, I don't have a quirk. That's just my raw strength. Which All Might is like, yeah, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way you're quirkless. I mean, no, I am. But how'd you get so strong? Training. That's usually how it works. You train yourself, then you gain power. They coexist equally. But as Deku's like, hey, All Might, you can take that villain away now. Okay? Sure. As All Might's just contemplating what he just heard, it this kid took out a sludge villain that just with his brute strength, no quirk necessary. Yeah, and he's a little concerned, all things considered. He doesn't like. There's no way he's quirkless. That's not possible. As he is distracted, and the sludge villain does drop. But this time, Bakugo was actually able to defeat the sludge villain quite easily, getting praise from the heroes. Deku, he didn't even have to. He didn't even show up. He's like, oh, someone else's problem. And for 10 months training, Deku ups his training to the degree, just so he can actually flex a little bit. He wants to get more stronger, but mainly just so he can actually face All Might and the others one day. That is his hope. Now, as for the whole entrance exam, Deku, though he is a mainly martial artist, he has had time to study, in which, let's say, he got 4th place. As for the practical exam, he's just wearing a regular gi and just sleeveless, as he's just waiting for everyone to get ready as well, waiting for President Mike to say go. Where he says fuck this and rushes out and just breaking down the door. Everyone is about to call him out on his bullshit for starting so early, which President Mike does do the same thing, like there is no kind of this is a real battle. But as soon as they do show up, they see that Deku is practically teleporting with his pure speed, destroying multiple robots. And they don't know what to really say except stop him before he takes all the points away. And President Mike, as well as the other heroes and teachers, like, what is this kid? All Might especially, there's no way he's quirkless. There's no way. And that's who senses this disdain from All Might. He's like, what's the matter? That kid, I know him. He's told me he was quirkless, but Aizawa? He's like, I've tried multiple times, All Might. He's quirkless, alright. How? That should not be possible whatsoever. It's unheard of. Is it really? There's no way a quirkless person can have so much power. At least, shouldn't be a way that they. All Might, in his head, he's thinking about, would it be possible if I actually trained myself more? Could I have had this strength as well? Then he's contemplating, like, how lucky that Nana Shimura saw him as a worthy successor, because she could have easily chosen anyone else instead of him. So yeah, he's pretty much counting his blessings, but also just wondering, what is this kid's secret? Now, we get to the nearing of the end of the entrance exam, which is time for the 0-pointer. Which is Zuko. He sees it as a worthy challenge and runs in to stop it, which no one gets trapped here. People are just calling him an idiot for trying to stop that thing, but he just says, shut the fuck up and let me do my work. As he cocks his fist back and obliterates the sludge man in one single punch, shocking everyone. All Might, Nezu, Aizawa, Midnight. It's like, there's no way in hell that should not be possible. All Might, can you do? I can, but I I'd have to use quite a bit of force to do that. Like, how much? He just gives them a number. They're like, but he's barely straining himself. Throughout this whole test, he did not slow down in his onslaught. And he just went after the 0-pointer? Why? This is when President Mike says, the test is over. You guys can go home now. As Deku is walking back, everyone's looking at him in utter shock, just wondering, who is this guy? And this is when he's stopped by the teachers and other heroes of UA. We need to talk. Huh? And this is why I want to end the part off. Yeah, if anything, I'm trying to see if how good I can make this, because I do have ideas for this in which Izuku does tap into the dark aspects of himself, and I'm gonna try to make this as interesting as I can. Anywho, I'm out. The peace and the love, children.